Hello again, people of Earth. You're watching Simple Logic TV, the sports edition, and another week and another loss about the Cowboys. But this was expected, so it's no big surprise. I figure I'd get on here and talk about them anyway. They're still my team. It just sucks. Actually, this game it started out pretty good. They put up a pretty good fight against the Texans. Defense played well. Um, Actually played well throughout the game. They kind of faltered a little bit toward the end, which most teams do from fatigue and being on the field too long. Texans played a pretty good game. Um, they got Jay Mixon ran the ball 20 times for 109 yards. That's a pretty good game, especially against this defense. But like I said, being on the field a lot wears you down. CD Lamb actually watching the game. I did not realize he had 93 yards, 8 catches for 93 yards. You couldn't really tell it by watching it. But how insignificant some of the passes were. It seemed like Cooper Rush, it takes him 15 passes to display two great passes, which means there's going to be a lot of punting in between. He might throw a pass for completed for like 30 yards, but in between the next great pass, he may throw a 5 yard out, a 2 yard crossing pattern, throw the ball in the ground, almost throw interceptions. He's very inconsistent for someone who's supposed to be the number 2 quarterback. And that's an indictment on the third string quarterback. I can't think of his name right now, but the guy they brought over from Green Bay, if he can't get on the field with the performance of Cooper Rush, then Dallas made a bad investment in that guy. Like I say, the first 3 quarters, everything looked pretty good. First halftime, it was 14-10. So you just waiting for the train crash because you knew it was coming. And like I said, Dallas didn't even score in the second half. Cooper Rush was just he's not a number 2 quarterback. Well, I guess I take that back. He's a good backup quarterback because he's not a starter. I don't think he's gonna get the job done, and that's quite obvious. If he was really in the good, somebody would have came and picked him up from Dallas. He's an ineffective quarterback. CeeDee Lamb, once again, the master of the crossing pattern. I guess that's what mainly they use him for. He do run some go patterns, and they hit him on one tonight. But other than that, same pedestrian looking offense with the same results. Actually, by watching the game, you wouldn't even know this. Cooper Rush threw 32. He was 32 or 55 for 354 yards. That sounds like a winning quarterback, doesn't it? 1 touchdown, 55 times. So basically, I mean, we don't have any kind of running game. You need a running game in the league. Like I said, I wasn't expecting them to win. This is what you get when you don't go out and get a top grade quarterback, running back. In the offseason, like Derrick Henry, which who was available. He's doing great things now for Baltimore. He could be doing that for Dallas. Oh well, on to the next game. Ain't really much you can say. Look at Ryan Clark with that silly suit on. I mean, that guy. Anyway, there's not really much you can't say. I mean, they're the Cowboys. I know they always interview Jerry Jones after these games, and he really does. There's not really much he can say except this was a hard one, a very disappointing loss, but expected. I can imagine being a fan, a season ticket holder right now. Excuse me. I have to come every week and see this mess. So once that starting quarterback go down, the season pretty much shot. You really got to have like your starting quarterback and second string quarterback got to be a 1A or 1B in order for you to succeed in this league if the starting quarterback goes down. And that's not the case. The closest thing to something like that is probably Pittsburgh right now. Well, that's all I have to say about that. Go Cowboys. Man, man, this is ridiculous. Oh well. On to next week. I think we got Washington next week, and hopefully we can bounce back against them and put on a better performance. All right, I'm out. That's it. I'm trying to think of some good things to say, but there's nothing really good to say about this game and the Cowboys right now. It's a shame we have 6 more weeks of football and actually 7 more weeks of football, and we got to wait this thing out to next season. Well, that's the price of being a Cowboys fan, I guess. To be out this early in the season. All right, I'm out for real this time. You all have a good evening, and if you haven't already subscribed, it's your first time watching, like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll be back later with more content. I'll see y'all on the next video.